Macron warns Europe of a return to 1930s.
Here's a summary of the article.
French President Emmanuel Macron has warned Europe of a return to the 1930s because of the spread of a nationalist leprosy across the continent, in an interview published Thursday. In a Europe divided by fears, the return of nationalism, the consequences of economic crisis, one sees almost systematically everything that marked Europe between the end of World War I and the 1929 crisis, the paper quoted him as saying. Macron, l'Europe est face un risque, celui de chez des membres par le leper nationaliste et d'être bousculé par les puissances extérieures. Looking ahead to his tour of World War I battlefields, the president said he was looking for the lessons of history, while seeking to promote a more sovereign and multilateral Europe. Macron, who has been losing ground in the opinion polls, is attempting to position himself as the champion of centrist politics and multilateralism in the run-up to European parliamentary elections in 7 months' time, saying he expects the duel to be won between progressives and nationalists. According to the latest Viva Voice poll, released on Tuesday, Macron has lost 10 points since August, with his approval rating now at 26%. The poll, carried out between 19 and the 22nd of October, with a margin of error of between 1.4 and 3.1%, also suggested that nearly 2 out of 3 people have a poor opinion of him. In December 2017, Viva Voice recorded approval for Macron at 46%. On the 11th of November in Paris, as part of the celebration of the end of World War I, a meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and his Russian colleague Vladimir Putin is expected.
This post received a score of 12,695, with an upvote ratio of 87%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than, you must bear that in mind, be clear-headed and know how to fight back, he added. Which is, how, exactly?
That's why we need more politicians with STEM backgrounds. Of course we still need politicians with other backgrounds, but more diversity in where politicians come from can only be good emo. https skeptical smiley face, ourworldindata.org/homicides edit 2 other data failures that every politician and most voters fall for is terrorism and war. Terrorism is obviously very scary, but if we both had politicians and an electorate with a basic understanding of the numbers, we would quickly conclude that the best response to terrorism to not panic.
Don't even need more polls with STEM backgrounds really, though it would be a plus. Just said people within their staff, admin would be an improvement. Edit, should mention I'm a Yank and said comment was based on situation here currently. I don't want a doctor in office, I want a politician in office who has the brains to go talk to doctors when medical policy is on the agenda. A politician's job is to represent their people, craft legislation, and vote. A doctor can vote and can represent the people, but you should have people who understand legislation, including how to read it clearly, an understanding of the existing laws, and how to write it, which a doctor isn't trained to do but a politician really should be before they're elected. TBH, the single biggest issue we're facing, in my opinion, is that we really don't know whether or not our reps are actually representing us. If we want our governments to actually represent us, we need to know what they're doing and hold them to task for it.
I want a politician in office who talks to public health policy experts, not industry participants like doctors. If they go to a doctor, they're just favoring the guild over ordinary Americans. There's a many reasons doctors are vastly overpaid in America, sentimentality is one of them.
Awesome, the return of swing and Art Deco.
Glances at Caravan Palace. It's happening.
Obligatory Perov-Steeler shout-out here.
He's also from Europe. So is Jamie Berry. Yo, maybe Macron's onto something here.
People forget there were Nazi sympathizers in France, like Prescott Bush in America.
Prescott Bush wasn't a Nazi, he was a fascist who planned to kill a sitting president and place MacArthur in a dictatorship over the United States. Not all fascists are Nazis.
Wasn't it Smedley Butler, not MacArthur?
I thought they wanted to use Smedley to gain public favor since he was a beloved hero, but he hated the idea and blew the whistle to the authorities.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.